Hey, beautiful people, beings of light and consciousness. Welcome back. And if you're new and it resonates, please subscribe and like it so that we can keep spreading the love and the consciousness and raising it on up. And if anybody wants personal readings or anything like that, then feel free to look at the description box below where my website will be. And I look forward to anything that spreads love and light. Okay, so this reading for me right now that came in was about the new moon. So basically, what's really cool about it too is that the new moon is in Leo and the sun is in Leo, so it's kind of like a Leo situation. You guys know how I am with this microphone. I'm trying to get used to all this shit. But anyways, yeah. So basically, what I did first was there was a whole channeling for a collective energy. But then what I did is I asked Spirit, let's just go through the signs and give a brief message after I do the whole one. So basically, what I'm coming up for the collective is for the new energy of the new moon. It's been coming up for a while, man. There's a lot of, Spirit, thank you. This is about, one of the main things, it's pretty good because I have the whole, we've got a lot of trines going on with the, let me see, I have my calendar, but I made sure I wrote them down so I could remember exactly what the ones. The only one that was weird, everything's really good for the new moon, Leo, for the collective. I mean, on overall, it's the sun trining Saturn, which a trine means it's harmonious, it's a good thing, and the sun is your will, and then Saturn's about obstacles and disciplines, and these two are harmoniously getting their shit together. And then you have the sun trining Neptune and the moon trining Uranus and the moon trining Saturn again. So basically a lot of shit's going on here, and the only thing that is the moon opposing Pluto. That's the only thing. Major transformations is Pluto with the moon, which is obviously the emotions, things that are hidden. So that's the only one, but you have a lot of other great trines with the others. So it's maybe it's probably the thing because, as we know, or if you don't know, I'm going to tell you, Pluto is like one of the slowest moving things. So Neptune, Pluto, and Uranus. But Pluto is like really slow. It goes through, it could stay in a house for close to 20 years sometimes, depending on its retrograde. But anyway, I'm talking about Pluto. So basically, which is the natural ruler of Scorpio. But that makes sense of what the reading is going to say anyways, because it's like the new moon. It's about, it's like we have to keep, I know some of these readings sound like they're the same, but it is. It's like a collective thing that just keeps coming up and up and up. So basically, I feel like this is about, there's something going on about your parents, for one thing. It's either father, husband, brother, son, mother, wife, sister, daughter. There's something in a family dynamic that's going on. I think it's like, it feels like inner child work that people need to kind of get through and let go of the past. Like, go away from the past and come out of the closet with this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever it is. Because it could be something that was painful. It could be a death you're letting go of, or it could just be that you have to go back and do some work from your parents that you came into this life with. Because it might be affecting your other masculine energies or feminine energies. Because here they are, both of them, motherfuckers, look. Even after I channeled it. So, and again, you can be male or female. This is not gender specific. Like, this is however you're feeling it. And you can have any of the reading that I'm going to do. This is collective, though. Something also is coming up about, I feel like there's a twin thing. It feels like love, but I feel like it could be more about yourself than letting go and when you do this inner healing. Or it could be because there's so many people on the planet, this might resonate different ways. But I do feel a lot of blessings coming your way. I feel like if you have a court thing or anything like that going on, there's a lot of justice. And I do feel like I think I just did a reading with the Leo energy that was like, choose peace. But there's something that's not going to be not fair. Also, I do feel like a lot of you might be coming into some more of your higher energy, like for channel. I mean, maybe you're a channeler, maybe you're just starting to dabble with things, but you have some kind of connection with the earth, elementals. I would really look into that and find a way, because there's a lot of inspiration coming through if once you let go of this shit, which I feel like a lot of you already have, and you have to, but I still feel this needing to cleanse something from your inner self with that. And also another thing I got was there's some of you are teachers, or you need a teacher. You either need a teacher to help you, maybe a lot of you, because I've had this shit forever, so I mean it just comes naturally. But like a lot of people need, some people, I was just watching a show the other day where this, or today actually, it's a series, but it's like it's this weird thing. There's a psychologist that's working with the priest that does, so he believes, that there's possession, and then she believes there's a psychology thing. But you guys have if anybody that's been watching me, you can go back and look at all that narcissistic shit. I took psychology for a while, man. But the point is, it's the loss of faith from going up to your higher brain and keeping it in the person. Like, that's where all the control and all the bullshit starts to happen, and where you're susceptible to get taken over and you don't have your own control, because you'll fall for anything. That's just the way it is. But so basically, I kind of feel like both ways. But what's funny is it's like, it's just a really cool show, because it kind of like, it really brings it back to the same thing. It's like, well, science and quantum physics, whatever, let's just call it what it is. Like, it's just, there's a lot of shit you don't know about. So anyway, what I'm saying is there could be some of you in this new moon, there could be some stuff happening depending on where you are in life. I mean, I guess it doesn't even matter. You could be any sign. But the point is, you definitely are stepping into something. Some of you could be with coming out of the closet also with your healing abilities that you never really have went into before. And maybe you're seeing things or dreaming things. There could be a lot of shit happening that is like drawing you towards your life purpose at this point. And there's some kind of justice. But Ganesh is here too. So, oh yes, and also new inspirations, teaching, or you need a teacher to help you to figure out how to get into what you're doing. Maybe you need to go to a retreat or some kind of shit like that. I don't know, whatever you run into. But I do feel crystals, and there's something about like horse energy. I don't know if that makes any sense. It came in real strong too. Horse energy. I do have a horse energy on here too, if you want to, search for it on this channel. I did read about that with the medicine cards. But basically, you need to get out, go, do it. And teaching and children, this came up as well. So somebody might be teaching children or homes. I don't know. There's something about these children thing. Maybe you're going to have some. I don't know. But we're going to go through the signs as well. And, I mean, it can just resonate however you need it to resonate. But definitely don't forget about that inner child work. And this, even if it's a brother or a sister or a daughter or a son or a husband or a wife, you have to remember it always comes from the parents, the mother and father. So everybody's got to do that work. So it bleeds down to all your shit. We got Osiris here and Lady Nada. Okay, we'll move on from that. Whew. Okay, so let's go on. And again, this is going to be a quickie unless I decide to do something crazy, which I don't even know yet. Goddess only knows. Okay, Goddess. Okay, so basically we're going to start. I'm just going to go through this really, this is not a big reading for all. I'm just going to go through the signs and give you a little bit. So we're going to start, just like we do. We're going to start with Aries, which is what came up for you guys was actually, believe it or not, you guys, there's an ending coming. It's like a cycle that's ending. I don't know what that means. Maybe you're moving. Maybe you're breaking up with someone or whatever. But it's the Ten of Cups. That's like this. You went through the whole thing. Then I got the crown chakra, which I'm gonna look and see where I found this at, because I just wrote them down. Because when I channel, I just start doing it, and then I'm like, I don't want to have to keep all of it, because I like to put them all back in so that I can not. And it's a good thing too, because of the fact that I'm a badass. But other than that, because I can see. Like when I use different ones after I do my channeling with it all, then I'll do the cards, and it's so much fun because it says the same thing. But the thing is, I have different decks I work with, but these are so cool because, like, I'll do them, they come out the same. Like, they just, like, I'll show you in a minute, like, whatever I'm going to tell you. Okay, so basically, the seventh chakra, so that's really like opening up your crown energy, which means you have to really be bringing up. I feel like a lot of this energy that I was channeling, that it's just, there's a blockage, and that's why you might need a teacher. So remember, what I just told you from all the things in the collective just now goes for all the signs, except for I'm just going to show you just a little bit of what I channel for each sign. So something needs to open up here. Like you have a connection that you're not recognizing, and this could be sun, moon, rising, whatever, or wherever you feel this in your chart. So just be aware that it's not, this is just for the sun. This is what's coming through for when the sun is moving in the strongest place. All right. So that's that for that. Now we're going to go to Taurus now. Taurus is the bow tab. Okay. It's funny. Because I got parents, for one thing. Like, there's something about your parents that needs to be illuminated. Like, the moon is there with it. I felt that, too. Like, I just feel like the moon is like, okay. Like, it's kind of like, I think it's really big for Tauruses to definitely do the inner child work and make sure that we're forgiving or clearing whatever the fuck it is that we have to for our parents. Again, I'm going to keep bringing this shit up because it came up in the collective. This is not just for me and Tauruses in general. This is for everyone. But Tauruses are definitely targeted a little bit more because it kept coming out. Also, though, we do have the Hierophant, which is Taurus's card anyway. It's the teacher. So I do feel like you might be, I know a lot of the Tauruses are really tired right now because I feel like there's an exhausting thing that had to happen. Like there's a lot of things you had to go through. But the Empress and the Emperor, again, not gender, either way, it's always there. That's just like how we are, how the Tauruses are. But then it's like, maybe you need to be teaching and maybe you've been hiding from that or something, or maybe you need a teacher, could be, but usually most Tauruses I know are pretty self-knowingness, and they connect to the higher place, but some maybe not, because I have met a few flaky Tauruses in my life. So anyway, either way, there's something good with the Empress, and then you might be needing to teach again, and you got to heal some shit with your inner child, your parents, whatever the hell's going on here. Now, Geminis, let's go on in with it. And I already did Spirit, please, thank you, help me with all whatever specific for, messages. This has already been done. But I might do some more, just because I'm in a good mood. I don't know why either. But basically, the Geminis, the one thing I got here was, also I did get the Hierophant as well. And I feel like with the Gemini, it's either telling you that you're a teacher or you do need a teacher. Again, I feel like a lot, what I got here was that I feel like a lot of Geminis, maybe, we get a little distracted, and maybe it's good that we go back and maybe just take a class or do something to enlighten us, to make things just feel good again, like get back on track. Like yoga, maybe you just haven't done yoga or whatever it is. I mean, it could be anything. It could be any kind of class. I'm just, So I do feel that, but I also feel, I thought the first thing I felt really integrity. I just feel like a lot of Geminis have real strong sense of integrity, but then there's something that kind of sometimes it, and it kind of depends too, because I feel like when I do Geminis or even Aries with the Taurus, sometimes a lower octave, like, I mean, or a higher, like wherever they're at in the chart, like say if you're at the tail end of April, then you're probably, you could be in Aries, but then, I mean, sorry, you could be a Taurus, but then you can still, like, you have that degree, like 20 degrees in Ayurvedic, you go back, so you could have a lot of Aries too, or it could be strong in your chart. So, I mean, it kind of bleeds together sometimes, I notice, but anyway, the integrity for the, and kind of getting back to something that you kind of, either you have, I feel like you either got away from it, a discipline that you always did, like, it feels like physical, and that makes you feel better because it helps with your nervous system. And then we got the Four of Swords. You had to take a big little break for a while, some of you, and vacuum out the fear. Like you had to. There's something that happened maybe that for some of the Geminis or anyone with rising, any of this shit, to try to, one of your lessons is to raise your consciousness. That's why you need either to go back to something and remember focus on your strengths. I feel some of, even though I didn't get Apollo, I kind of feel that for the, or Artemis, for the Gemini. Okay, and then we got the three, like, I feel like something might have went wrong in a business deal or some kind of shit, or, I just feel like you had to take a powder, a time out, and rest, like kind of heal. And then your integrity and the teacher. Okay, let's go on now. Let's move it on. Cancer, please, and thank you, Spirit, and my higher soul. Thank you to bring all these beautiful messages to my beautiful people. Cancers, you guys got the star. But you know what's funny is I feel when I was, because this is what I look at it when I'm looking at it, I can remember exactly what I was feeling when I channeled it. So basically, somebody has hostility or you have hostility. There's something like really hostile. Somebody's pissed or you're pissed. I don't know which one it is. But somebody's really hostile about feeling like that they were fucking shortchanged and that because you're holding the money. Maybe. I don't know. I feel like there's something about, and I feel like it could be about the feminine cancers more. But it could be also any gender. Like, that's what I just felt. So I'm just going to read it like I said. Hold it. You got to know when to hold 'em. Know when to fold 'em. Know when to walk away, baby. Know when to run. Look, here. Cyrus Bay, like, go now. Know when to run. You never can show money. Anyway. So, that's the collective, too. But anyway, I'm just saying this. Okay, so, but the thing is, what I feel is that somebody's hostile about somebody having money, or somebody's holding on to their money, or they had some problem. Anyway, somebody needs to remember the star. Somebody needs to raise it up, and one of this Cancer energy of whatever how that resonates for y'all, because it feels like there's some hostileness going on there. And that also goes with that Leo shit I was doing the other day. Something about that too. It bleeds in, like I said, Leo, Cancer. See the right. So let's go to the Cancer now. I mean Leo now. Okay, because we just was at the Cancer, with the moon rules, which is in Leo, and then now we're going to Leo, which the sun is in now. We have a double Leo situation. So for Leos, man, I already got this before, but I did get a couple of different things too. I got the Five of Cups. Okay, so I just feel like somebody feels emotionally, like somebody fucked them emotionally, or you did it to someone else. Somebody feels, in the Leo energy, I just feel like a heart, just a kind of like, the Five of Cups kind of reminds me of the Nine of Swords in a certain way. It's like I just feel so defeated. I can't sleep. I'm fucking brokenhearted. That kind of shit. Anyways, the moon is in there too, that I felt really strong. The moon and the moon, because it's in Leo now, of course, but it's like, man, that's your emotions need to, you're channeling through this shit. That's what I'm feeling. And then another thing that came in real strong was your third chakra. And that's your solar plexus, right? So a lot of you Leos, maybe you need to do some. I have a lot of this on my channel, or you can go onto YouTube, anywhere if you don't already know. But maybe just strengthening your core and your this is your intuition and your willpower, and that's another thing that goes with Apollo and Artemis. So that's for Leo. That's what I got for you. Like, again, I told you I'm going quick because I just want to get out through. I don't want to make this too long. So we got now, where are we going? We're going to Virgos. So what did I get for you guys? Let me see. Let me tune back in here. Yeah, that's right. So what I got is with the Virgos, and this may or may not be something that resonates with you, but on some level it might. On any level where it resonates, but this is what I picked up from the Virgo energy. Okay, because for the new moon, and I didn't really get a time frame, but I'm kind of feeling like I'm just doing this new moon to new moon. But I also felt something strong about, for all this readings, it's something about the fall equinox as well. So I don't know about that. So just keep that in mind. So I got, I feel like something happened also with a breakup or a business partnership that somebody needed to kind of balance their tempers and kind of come to learn how to know when to shut the fuck up and know when to run. I don't know, something like that. Like there's got to be a balance. And I know myself. I'm a truth bomber, man. It's almost like part of my soul purpose, and I don't even know how to stop it. Okay, but anyway, that's what I'm getting, something about a partnership of some sort, and then there's something you had to heal from. Then you went into, you realize you have to go back to your craft. I feel like a lot of this energy that I'm feeling, working with your hands, like maybe making jewelry, maybe making some kind of oils, maybe working in like making plants. I don't know. Something's going on with that. But also, I feel like what I want to say is, with the Virgo, I also felt is the Temperance. But then, it's like the Queen. I feel the Queen of Swords came in, and then it's like, the Queen of Swords is majorly cutting through bullshit. Believe me, she's came through the gamut, and now she's ready. She don't want to fuck around. She's gonna cut through, like me, kind of truth bomber, right? But also, she can be cold, and so just to note that there's always a high and a low octave in everything, like everything. We can be all the sun can be high and low. It can be egotistically fucked, and it can also bring light to everything. So it's like, it depends on how you use this shit. Anyway, let's move on now. Thank you, Virgos, and I love you guys. Libras. Let's go into what's going on with the Libras that I felt. Oh, it's funny, too, because I remember this one. I already got it real strong. And I think it almost feels like I did this, a Libra one, that it felt like this again, but I don't know for sure. I have to, I forget everything, because if I held on to all of it, I wouldn't get new ones to come in so I could do this. But basically, this is a pretty cool one. But Libras, man, there's something about justice that I keep feeling with that one, too, that came in. And that's what Libra is, really. It's real with Venus, but it's justice. It's like the balance, right? And so wherever you have that in your chart, or if you have sun, moon, rising, whatever, however this resonates, if you're a cross-watcher looking at your Libra partner, whatever. Justice, very good card, because there's something about something that's not going to be like, it's going to end up even, or it's going to end up not even somehow, or in your favor. That's what it felt like to me. And then you got Archangel Michael, with there's just no fucking way. Like, somebody, it's cutting. Here's what I'm feeling. Like, you have to cut cords. You have to use boundaries for yourself, man. And the law of attraction. So you got to watch. My grandpa used to tell me, my grandpa Luke, he said, show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. Because, it don't fall far from the tree or your friends, who. So basically, law of attraction. Watch who you're hanging your shit with. You know what I mean? Like, who you're spending time with and who you're telling your shit to. You need to remember, people aren't always like you. They want to exploit you. There's a lot of fucked up people in the world. And then I got another big message. Well, my Melchizedek is the law. He's like, and then you got Archangel Michael. There's two badass motherfuckers that I got for you guys. Not that we all can't have them, but that's just the real big thing. And also another thing I got was something about your diet. Like, I don't know if you cook a lot or if you're cleansing or whatever you're doing, but I felt something about vegetarian, like going maybe stopping with a lot of red. I know something feels heavy for yourself with the meat and stuff. I don't know. That's just what I got. So take it as you want it. Scorpios. Let's get into my Scorpios. Well, the Scorpio had a good one, man, which is weird because the Scorpio is usually always weird. But they do have, of course, you got the Death card because that's your card. Stormy weather. So some of you Scorpios could be needing to. I also got the 7th chakra for y'all too. It's like raise it on up. And justice came in. But there's something about ending something that y'all, it's a fixed sign like Taurus and Leo and Aquarius. So we have a hard time moving on sometimes, fixed. But you have to learn it because the sun came out and also to illuminate all the bullshit with the storm after it clears up with the yin and yang. So the balance came into that card. All right, moving on. Sagittarius. Saggies. My Saggy tribes. I love my Saggies. All right, I have a Sag moon. I got first card for y'all was Ace of Wands, which is like, and I already channeled. Well, I channeled the big collective, but then when I went into each sign, I just asked for Spirit to show me. But basically, Ace of Wands, man, that means it's a brand new day, brand new stuff to start thinking about. But also, with the 4, I feel like you got complacent with something. Also, the sun is there. But I also, and then the Knight of Wands, just be careful. Because I feel like some of y'all, male or female, could be like finally feeling this like freedom of some sort. And feeling your value. Maybe I feel like some of you could have maybe had a bad lifestyle with somebody addicted, or you were doing something weird and maybe you're trying to get your shit together. And the sun's coming out, but you do need a strategy, like you're a chess player. You got to find your value, and but there's a thing here. I'm feeling like be careful because you could get reckless in this new found thing. So be careful. Just try to keep your shit together and balance, right? Strategy. Don't forget to be grounded on the earth as well as flying high. Okay, roots and wings, baby. Roots and wings. Okay, now we're going to go to Cappies. Capricorn, my mountain goat tribe. Yo. Okay, we got the 8. We got new ideas coming in. And I feel like you're going to get there. But the thing is, you have to make a decision. I just keep feeling like now I'm looking at it, I feel like, what is it? I'm going to actually, let me clarify this a little bit, because I feel like something's, like, you need to make a fucking decision about something. Like, I don't know why I keep hearing that with this. I felt it before, too, so let me see if I can clarify this. Let me see what's going on here. I don't know where I want to go. What deck? Here, let's try to go here. Cappies, please, for the new moon. Right now, Leo, Capricorn energy, strongest, please, and thank you. There we go. Oh, yeah. So there's something about that in the decision making. There's some kind of fighting. There's the wands again. Okay, but this one's about something about decisions. There's a fighting. I don't know if it's from family. Could be over some money. It could be over some money. It could be. I think it's over money. Fighting over money. Somebody could be like a family member will, like some inheritance. I don't know. Somebody's fighting about something, or it could just be a bunch of people fighting, like in the family. I don't know why. That's just what I got. I remember that strongly, and somehow it's about indecision. Indecision clouds my vision. All right. So, anyways, just don't take the con off the confusion and get fusion, because that's what I'm feeling for you guys. Now let's go on now to Aquarian babies. The water bearers. Everybody thinks it's a water sign. which it is not. It's ruled by Uranus, and it is a air sign. Oh yeah, I had to look into it again. Let me see if I can clarify anything else with this. Yeah, the fighting, but I think it's done. Okay, I think I'm good with the Cappies now. Aquarians, I got the Fool came out for you right away. I remember, and I mean it flew out too. So it's like, okay, the Fool, and you know what the Fool? You can go onto my home channel here and just look it up. The Fool, you know, like it's there. You just maybe not be able to see it. But the Fool's there. I got the Magician and the High Priest. There's a lot of shit on there about the cards. But basically, the Fool came out. So basically, what that makes me feel like is like, oh my God, something starting new. Like I'm coming down, you know, from wherever, and just I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm inexperienced in this area, but I'm so excited. You know, that goes a long way. But then we got the Six of Cups, which also comes with the Fool, which means that, to me, it means that you're trying to let go. Maybe in this, if it resonates with you, Aquarians, wherever you have it in your chart, or whoever it resonates. But it feels like somebody's nostalgic, like really, really, I got that Six of Cup thing. So it's like, oh, I used to have this, and now I got to start. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing, you know? And then what do we got here? What's this one I wrote down here? Oh, yeah. But it's kind of cool because I feel like you're letting go of that nostalgia, but you're running out into this area where you just maybe even have a little money from your inheritance, or maybe you had made a little money, but you're just going off to ride off and maybe you know, for your quest for money. And I don't know, that feels like where I'm. And then also we got Ostara, so like basically fertility, man. Be careful if you're at that age where you can still have kids if you don't want them. But also, she offers a lot of, you know, it goes with what's going on with the night, you know, just the Fool coming down. Fertility, man. It's like, okay, I'm ready. I got money. I'm starting something here because the Knight of Pentacles. And then we got the Butterfly for y'all, and that's transformation, man. I feel good about you guys here. It's a big leap of shit you're doing, and the only thing you're working through, if you haven't already, is getting rid of that nostalgic energy of that who you used to be, and just embracing the Fool in his new journey through the Knight of Pentacles. And, you know, just the fertility can be a thing that's not, doesn't have to be pregnancy, but either sex. Be careful if you don't want to have babies right now, because there's a lot of transformation coming your way. All right, Pisces. Okay, Pisces babies, my fish babies, swimming in both directions. Half man, half fish, half woman, half mermaid. Okay, so anyway, Ishtar. I got Ishtar, and Ishtar came up real strong at the first time here with the so she's about skunk medicine, boundaries. Like, you don't. What are you gonna do? You gonna let somebody else tell you what your boundaries are? Because they will, if you don't make them yourself. If you don't believe in something, you'll fall for anything, or you'll be a codependent, you know, piece of shit, or I don't know, develop some kind of weird shit. So you got to be able, all of us, be able to create healthy boundaries around ourselves and keep them there, because they're there for a reason. And you know what? When you meet someone, you have your boundaries intact and you don't falter from them, they're never going to push them. They always know that's who you are, right? No true? No true? One time right now. Draw your boundaries. And then I also got, what did I get here? Let me look and see. I got to fill into this again. Oh, that's the last one I did, so I still have some of the ones here. Okay. I got the Page of Cups. Okay, what that told me for a lot of you Pisceans, maybe it's time, like, you are feeling like, I don't know, maybe you drew your boundaries or figured it out from a last relationship or something else that happened, or work thing, and it could be anything. And then you said, you know what, I'm gonna start over and be from a lover in my own way. I'm going to love myself, however. Somehow there's love. But then you got bored. I feel like boredom happened. And you're bored as fuck. And that happened. But it feels like that might be the past, but I feel like a sacred space was needed with that boredom. Because you see when we get it to the Four of Cups, look, let me see if it feels like there's two. The Four of Cups, it's like there's all these cups coming from Spirit, and in some of the pictures, this is a different one, but in some of them, you can literally see a hand from Spirit offering cups. And she can't even see him because she's so bored and distracted with her narcissism or her boredomness or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Because if you can't, she can't raise her energy up to see what the fuck is right in front of her from Spirit, Anyway, or he. It can be either. This just happens to be a she. And in fact, I'm going to look for another one. But then we got Matt. Oh, I love her. Oh, yeah, never mind. Hold on. Before that, Nematona came in twice. I got her twice. And I have her in two different... I have two goddess decks, and one of them, they came out in both. She's another one I have on my Rocks and Belize painted in my little place. Let me see if I can find her. Tell you what. This is crazy how it happens. These cards. Well, my granny always taught me cards from the time I was little. But I keep getting something about sacred space for you, too. Like, you need to, like the Pisces energy, either you need to go to a sacred space and be, like, I almost feel like you need to be alone when you do it. Like, no one, you don't need an entourage. You need to learn how to spend a little bit more time in sacred spaces by yourself, or make sure that you have an altar in your space that you can work with. Maybe doing something about inner child work with that. I feel like that would be very helpful. But also, you guys are really, you're coming into something, because I got Kali in here fucking chopping heads off. Like, motherfucker. But I also have something interesting, is, there's, this Matt's there, again, like I told you. That's fairness. That's like the justice, really, in a different way. But the second chakra for you Pisces, that came in strong. Just want to give you that one. That's a big thing that came in. I remember because I underlined it, like when I got it. So your sexual chakra, and this could be emotionally, this could be physically, this could be mental. It could be everything. The body follows the mind. It could be all of the above. But basically, what I'm trying to feel here is that I feel like if it is physical, then that you could experience, if you're male or female, either way, like prostate shit, some kind of shit going on, colon stuff, ovary, genitals, that kind of thing. And that's just if you need to focus on that. Maybe you just need to do a little extra special attention to that area for different ways to do things to help along with that, and whatever that may feel for you, and or get maybe I do this work too, so if you need help, again, I can always help you, but I'm sure if you don't live in this area, whatever, just if it resonates, just keep attention on it. Don't forget to have a sacred space. Yeah, I feel like there's something really cool, a journey. I just feel like there's a journey, and it could be a short journey. It doesn't have to be a long journey, but when I look in, it depends on who you are. But I do feel like there's some kind of a journey that you're making. It could just be like a weekend. I don't know. There's something about a journey that I keep feeling that's going to help. And that's not for everyone. Again, there's so many people on the planet, we don't know who this resonates for. I mean, shit, it resonates for me, and I'm not a Pisces. I don't even have any water in my chart. But anyway, my daughter has all the water. But basically, then there's that, and then there's like something about the boundaries. Kali came up again, and then Ishtar. So there's something really important about you guys knowing about the boundaries and sacred spaces, and maybe not doing things. I feel like one of the main messages I got for Pisces that I'm still getting is that I feel like you need to learn how to do things by yourself instead of always taking an entourage or having to be with somebody. Like, you need to remember that you actually are very inward, and it would be nice if you could just do these sacred spots, do this, something about you needing to really do that shit by yourself and work on your inner child shit too, like we all do. That's a whole fucking collective. And anyways, and I do feel like you true love to yourself is what you're really working on. I don't really feel like there's anyone else that, like, I mean, there could be later, but like, I feel like the most important thing is for you to love yourself right now, and have your own boundaries. And if you do have a love in your life, then just making sure that the boundaries are clear for both of you. Like, communication's key, and not wanting, both people need to be in agreement. You can't have a relationship with one person just having the only agreement. There has to be agreements. So the boredom, you're going to come out of it, but man, you're getting the Kali and Ishtar, man. You better get your shit boundaries going right now, and get your inner child work going, and make sure that you don't, you got all of this. And then it all comes from the parents, really, if you think about it. The brother, the son, the husband, the wife, whatever you're doing here, it's all comes from what you, if you didn't do your inner child work, I mean, everybody's a victim of a victim. So we got to remember that. So not everybody's perfect, and we don't know how to, I mean, I don't see anyone walking on no water yet. So if I do, I'll let you know, let me know, and then I might, listen a little closer to what you have to say. But I'm just saying, what I'm channeling, I know for sure that I know that we all have to go through our lessons. And that's the other thing. So when we go through something, and it sucks, and it's like, man, what the hell did this happen for? What the fuck? And it's like, well, what was my lesson then? There's a lesson. I'm not just a victim. Yes, sometimes it looks like we're victims of shit that sucks, and maybe we, that could be a thing. It is. But still, no matter what I go through, what was the lesson? Because if I don't learn it, I have to repeat it again. And if you really understand something in spiritual understanding over an inner stand, then you never will have to repeat that lesson again in all of eternity, man. So it's worth taking a look at the lesson, and also, a lot of other things. I get excited, so I wanted to tell you something, but I'm not going to do it right now because I don't want to overcommit, which I do oftenly. But also, just remember, if you want to go into this, I recommend, look at that moon, man. The moon mama. All right? So I recommend going, if you have any questions or curious about the cards, a lot of the major arcanas, and I went through the whole sword suit because it's a trippy little suit, and I'm going to end up going through them again. But I mean, there's a lot on there already. I got the Fool on there, I've got the Magician, the High Priestess, what the fuck else did I do, the Hangman, and the swords. I don't know, there's shit on there. Anyways, I was happy to share it, but I don't do it unless it comes in naturally. But don't forget about this motherfucker, too. Yes and yeah. And then, don't forget I said about the, the new stuff. Oh, and then don't forget you have Archangel Michael and Ganesh, and then the teaching thing. Remember those things. That was from the collective. The collective. And these two are a collective as well. But some of the signs got it as well. And then this one is the Leo. Is this the one that's Leo? Anyways, I get so excited about these little guys because they come out so good. And then, I just want to say, that's it. Although I'm not done. I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to go through and see if I can get any, I never do love things for you guys. I'm more of a spiritual reader, but I'm like, I don't know why I'm feeling like Aries, please and thank you. What do we got for messages for Aries? Please and thank you. For love. Any kind of message that we have for any kind of relationship. I guess the reason is because I feel like so much of this is coming up stuck. Energy, man. Just feel stuck. All the time I feel stuck with it. Like, I mean, every reading I do, it just feels like it's always like some kind of relationship, shit. And it's like, let's move on, man, please, and thank you. Well, Aries, it looks like you could, it feels like that you just are in the stage where you want to just kind of, I don't know, flirt maybe is the right word, or maybe just, I don't know, like someone. Sorry. Alright. Let me get this cleared out for Taurus. Let's see if Taurus comes in this way too. Okay, any messages for Taurus here now? Spirit, please and thank you. Upcoming, incoming, strong message. Any message. Strong. What's that? Oh my God, what? That has to be a lie. Let's see. Oh, okay, good. It says wedding. I was like, what? Wedding, pay attention to red flags, though. So, I mean, I'm not really sure how I feel about weddings. Myself, I've never been married. I mean, I've been close. Been engaged 2 times for like 6.5 and 1 for 7 years. So I got close. But, I mean, basically my spirit always led me away from it. I don't even know. It's just the way it worked out. Divine timing and all. But that's not for all Tauruses. That's just me. I just got weirded out because I'm on Taurus. I'm like, what? Wedding. But anyway, you know what? If weddings aren't bad. Like, if I didn't do it through the government, I think it would be fine. But also, if there's something about that is weird, too, it came out the second one. Like, pay attention, too. So, on the other side. But you know what? A lot of Tauruses, they deserve to be happy. And, a wedding can be, like, I know, I'm rambling, but I'm going to do it anyway. For me, I would like to just have a witness that you have to have, I guess. Maybe that could be maybe a photographer taking pictures, and then the person that's marrying us, even though I'm ordained, but I don't want to do my own wedding, I want to be pretty, but I want to be at a hot spring, and I want nobody there but the people that have to be, like the person doing it, and then maybe the person that has to be a witness taking pictures or something that we don't even know. Because I don't want anybody projecting their bullshit, first of all, onto me from my wedding. It's a personal thing. I think the best thing is afterwards, after we're already done our little commitment, then we could go and get all our presents and party our asses off and then go on a honeymoon. And then we save money from the fucking stupid-ass wedding, and the government wasn't involved at all. I like that. I want it to be a spiritual thing if I ever did it. Anyway, that's just me. But then again, you know my opinion when I do eulogies, too. I got many things that I know that aren't fucking right. So I do them to make them better. So anyways, there's that. But whatever just happened with that was crazy. That threw me for a loop. Hold on a minute, man. I have to get over that shit. Okay, Geminis, what's going on? Spirit, please. Ooh, that came out quick. Abundance. You guys, man, what the fuck here? Geminis, man, where's my glasses? You guys, I don't know. I kind of feel good about y'all. Keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want. Gratitude and bliss. That's beautiful. Yes. Geminis. All right. Let's see, what deck do I want to go to? Let's see now. We're going to go to Cancer now. Or, I'm sorry. Yes, Cancer. Cancer, please and thank you. Spirit, thank you. Any messages on this deck? For Cancer? Yep, there it is. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. That's good to know. I do feel like it's still some time, though. I feel like there's something real happened there with that. Anyways, worth waiting for. Look at you guys, Cancers. That's good. That's nice. All right. Fucking Leos. Let's go into it now. Let's get on. Let's get it on. I'm going to put this other shit back in here. You know what I'm talking about. Now, come on, baby. Okay, Leos. My higher soul, spirit, guides, angels, ascended masters, please and thank you. Let me see anything that needs to come out for this Leo energy for love, which I never do, but just anything, because it's a lot going on with this shit for people right now. All right, Leos, please and thank you. Upcoming. Oop, there it is. Shit. That's a slipper. Ooh. Huh. This is about that Leo energy of trusting, I feel. Again, I feel like somebody got fucked. But it looks like something might be looking up eventually. I'm trying to get a timeline, but all I see when I look is that it's like, all I keep seeing is, I see things in numbers, but sometimes it's like, it comes in as like, sacred geometry is how I get shit. And then it's like, well, a lot of times it comes in as solstices or, equinoxes, like time frames like that. And then it comes in, and sometimes by the month, I don't know. Okay, anyways, what up? Where am I at? Virgos. What's going on with y'all? Do I need to go to the other one? Alright. Please and thank you. Let's see what's going on with Virgos for the love. I already did this reading for them. That's what came up. Three of them came out. This is the first one, though. I'm going to look at this one. Alright, let me see what's going on. Oh, shit. Yep, this is what happened here. Empath and narcissist paradigm being charmed or used. Enable boundaries. Look, I already said that. I'm pretty sure. Look. Yep. Anyway, okay. Again, we're going quick. I didn't even plan on doing this, but I'm doing it anyway. Let's go to the Libras now. What's going on with my Libra babies? My balance babies. The ones that are... Ooh, that one just flew the fuck right out. This one's talking about, and this is not for everyone, remember, but if this resonates, it's just saying maybe you need to give your relationship a chance and work on communication. That's what that one was. Alright, now, Scorpios. These people, Scorpios. I'm always like excited to see what the hell's going on in the heaven with these motherfuckers. I got 2 Scorpio parents. Alright, what we got going on here, Scorpios? These cards are funny. Okay, but if they're kind of cool. Receiving a progression. Arriving. Moving on. Look, it's a boat, man. You're moving the fuck on. So it's like maybe you meet... This could be a trip. I don't remember what I did with the Scorpios here. Yeah, well... Just don't let it be... Whatever. That's what you got. Saggies, what the fuck's going on with you guys? What do we got? What deck do I need to use for y'all? Is it this one or this one? Let me see this. Now, here and now, Saggies. For this new moon, Leo. There we go, thank you. Hostilities. Alright. Somebody's got some hostilities. Not just who the other one was, but Saggies too, that came out. So, whatever that's going on in your love life, but it looks like I kind of remember looking, yeah, here it is. Oh, yeah, because it's a whole new day. But there's something you got to remember, your strategy. Your strategy. Something really pisses you off. Somebody's really pissed off in the Sag energy about somebody taking advantage of something. I don't know. There's something there. But you got to let go of that shit and something good's going to come. So there. Let's get to the Capricorn energy. I can't be on here all day, you guys. It's my fault. I know. It's my thing. Cappies, please and thank you, Spirit. I would like to see the incoming energies. Anything that you can let me know and show me for the Capricorn energy for the new moon in Leo. Nope. I'm not going to do it. I'll have to do it again if I don't know. What is it? Alright. Well, Cappies. Yeah, there's some kind of a new attraction. I think somebody's gonna, maybe some of you Cappies, this again, female, male, it doesn't matter, whatever sign. This is just what I'm getting here now. I feel, and it kind of just kind of goes along with whatever. But I feel like you are gonna meet someone. It could be it could be. I don't know if it. I don't even know what could be the one means, because I don't know if there's one. Obviously, you could die tomorrow, and there could have to be another one or something, or maybe, who knows. So I don't like to put things in a box that tightly. But I do see that the energy I feel is that there is going to be some kind, like you're going to have a nice, you know how it is when you try to, if any of you have ever like kind of tried to date people or do something when you're not ready, and it's like, damn, it's almost like you have to let it just happen, and it feels like that energy that I'm telling. Like it's just going to be an attraction that comes along. All right, y'all, Aquarians, let's figure out what's going on with y'all, water bears and shit. Alright, let's check it on out. Please, Spirit, and thank you. Guide me and my higher soul to the highest message for Aquarians in this one. Ooh, we got two. Okay. Let's see what the hell happened here. Where's my glasses? They're there. Alright, we got the palm tree. That seems like a nice one. I like that one. Oh, it's like you're actually flexible. You're trying to get... That's the transformation we went through, the Fool, remember? But anyway, you might be going on a date, too. Might be setting a date. You might be dating. Just, you know what? Here's the one thing I have to say to y'all. The Aquarians, try to stay off the sites of dating, because really, I've been getting real fucked up messages in my in my channelings about the internet dating thing. It's probably better that we try not to go on there to meet people and just make it be organic, because trying too hard, I mean, I know it's fun, probably. I mean, it's fun for me to play a solitaire even, like, I don't know. But I mean, I'm saying, like, there's a lot of fucked up shit on there, and I've seen it, and I've also had clients that get readings about it. And it's just like, I don't know. I just feel like maybe it's better in a collective. This is for every sign, just to be a little more organic with the way things should go when it comes to dating. Like, because there's a lot of cuckoos, and you're putting yourself, law of attraction again. That came up for one of the signs, but it's really for all of us. Like law of attraction. Show me your friends, I tell you who you are. No, true. That's what I'm trying to say here. Anyway, so I got that. I think I got it all. But remember, for the Pisces as well, the second chakra energy. Something about that. So maybe you just, like, if you're a male, you might just maybe have some kind of, maybe colon, I don't know, maybe get, do something for your colon or prostate, I don't know, something might be there. Or it could just be that you can't get a, you need to be able to have help, figure out how to get a hard on. Maybe you can't get hard. I don't know. So anyway, it could be anything. Anything in this area down here, below the belly button. All right, a little bit below the belly button, but above the sacrum on the back. So anyways, the basic line is, if you're a woman, it could be something like, ovarian, any kind of anything that comes in the female area of that way. So, either way, it's okay. You wake up with yourself. Also, I do have a nice idea that I can leave in another video probably about how I do my yoni with, I take a tampon and put little olive or coconut oil on it, and then I put tea tree and oregano, and then I put it in at night, and I do this maybe once a month, maybe twice sometimes, depending on if I but I usually do it at least once a month, and then I leave it in overnight. And then that's really, it does a whole cleansing of your yoni. And you don't have to use like douches. It's just really a beautiful way to cleanse. Anyway, any questions about that, you can get a hold of me. And I got a lot more shit where that came from too. I should do a whole nother channel and just my witchy yoni stuff and all the things that I have to tell you for your own goddess thing, right? I don't know. There's a lot. I got so many stories you wouldn't even believe it. But anyways, I love y'all, and I hope this was helpful. Remember, there's something about, I want to remember, every time I keep looking back at the Libra, let me just remind them, something about cooking or eating something differently. I don't know. You could be cooking it or eating it differently. Maybe it's a new diet, or maybe it's something you're cooking that you're cooking. I don't know. It's something that came in real strong, and I don't know if I stress that enough. And you have Justice and Archangel Michael, man, that's my motherfucker, and Melchizedek. The Libra's got a really strong shit going on. You just got to believe in yourself. Stop hanging out with the round crowd, because law of attraction, Melchizedek will kick your fucking ass if you don't listen up. Go now from bullshit. And don't forget, before I sign off of this, that you have to cleanse these inner child bullshit things that comes from usually, it may be showing up in relationships or any other way, but it goes back to really the roots. And just, I guess you can rewind this, but don't forget your teacher shit going on, and Ganesh up in the house. That's prosperity, and that's for the collective. And justice, you know, like there's something that's going to level out here. And then of course and then don't forget, a lot of you might be doing something with the children. And then I don't know which sign got that the sign of it's Aquarian, I think. Yeah, fertility. That could be for you guys, but also it could just be maybe teaching children, homeschooling. I don't know. However it resonates with y'all. That's what came through for me, and that's how I read it. So anyways, I love you guys. Woo! Happy new moon, man. The one good thing about the new moon is that we have, and this is a great new moon because we got the only thing that's not really, and that's not even squaring, but we have all trines, sextiles with the moon and Saturn, which is great. Uranus, and then the only thing I told you guys is moon opposing Pluto, which is it's just about our emotions that we already seen in all this shit anyways. So just remember to love yourselves and not, let's just, I have a hard time sometimes myself because I am a firecracker, and I've gotten a lot better the later it gets in my life, but it's hard for me because I'm a truth bomber, and it's like when I hear bullshit, I have to kind of call it, it's like I just can't. And people, because of that part of me, I just always been a badass with it. But I guess there's a part of me now that's I just felt like I needed people to be on my level, and what y'all need to know is, man, people just aren't on your level, and sometimes you got to find a new teacher, a new group, the Hierophant. It came up twice. So yeah, you're either a teacher, that's the Hierophant, that's the energy of the Hierophant, this teacher, and it's either you teaching or being taught. So either way, however that resonates with you, you've got, and there's just I just feel really good about these readings for the new moon. And everybody, don't forget, whenever you need to feel like you need to kind of put things down, because it's good to organize things, vision boards are a really good reminder on how to do that. Just like sitting down and putting the magic and your energy into cutting the shit out, drawing it, and putting it there, what you want to manifest. It's magic. It's really good. It's magical. I've looked at my shit. I had vision boards that I've had around, and then I look at them later, and it's like, oh my god, that happened. Just meditate. Remember, go inside. We got to bring it higher. Raise it on up to the top, to the deluxe apartment in the sky, in your brain, yeah. Raise it on up. Yeah. Well, anyway, that's the deal. That's it. But that's what I got for y'all, and I'm sure there could be more if I stayed. I could stay on here forever because I just had some ganja, and now I'm really into it. But I actually already channeled this, so I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that. I did want to do one more thing, but I can't remember what it is now. So anyway, I hope that was helpful. Please like this video and subscribe if you haven't, and if you resonate with it. And then also you will feel free to get a hold of me for a reading or homeopathy. My website's there. You can see all what I do. And let's just keep this tribe. Let's just try to, even if it's not in person or we don't have a coven, like, let's just get it going, man. Just raise it up, to use this for good too, like, just to raise up consciousness and love each other. Keep your joints juicy. Go on to the juicy joint segment. And love yourselves, and I will see you so soon, because I'm sure something else is coming in quickly. All right. Blessings, y'all. Love ya. Bye-bye.